What's going on, collective? Welcome to By the Season 4. Thank you guys for tuning in here with me today. Obviously, this is going to be a no-face reading. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a no-face reading. The only thing that you're going to be listening to is my voice. So, this is a reading on the go. The channel message that I received for you was 2 a.m. on my mind, okay? 2 a.m. on my mind. It's almost like this, the energy that I am picking up on is like racing thoughts, okay? Someone here may not be able to sleep, okay? They have you on their mind, or you are or you have someone on your mind. However, it may resonate with you, collective, okay? There could be this sense of entrapment, or someone is feeling entrapped in their relationship or within a connection. There could be this energy of feeling suffocated, okay? Or vice versa. Maybe you may feel like someone doesn't press you enough, or someone doesn't do enough for you within a connection or a relationship. Maybe it was something that you said, something that you didn't say. Someone here is wondering how you feel about them, okay? Or maybe you're wondering how someone feels about you, okay? There could be this energy of a response, okay? Somebody here could be waiting for one. Okay, nonetheless, 2 a.m. thoughts, okay? 2 a.m. on my mind thoughts. It's almost like I said, it's like a racing energy. It's almost like this feeling of like, I'm too late, okay? I'm too late. You know, someone here has to eat their actions or eat their words. Okay, so if someone said, I'm done talking to you, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Someone may have ghosted a situation, a relationship here. Someone took it as a form of disrespect for some of you as well, is also what I'm getting. Or someone feels disrespected. Someone here could really be thinking about something that you said, about their actions or their ways of being, or vice versa. Maybe this is how you feel. So you just put yourself where you fit in, collective. But 2 a.m. thoughts, okay? Let's see here. And, you know, whatever the case may be, collective. Someone here is paying way too much attention to you, or you're paying way too much attention to someone. Maybe you're waiting for someone to block you, or someone here could be, you know, may have got too obsessive to the point where they were watching someone's social media so much. Maybe someone blocked them. Now they can't view their social media, or this is you, right? So there's this energy of maybe like feeling desperate in a sense to know what's going on in someone's life. Did they move on? Do they still care about me? Do they still think about me? It's almost like this sense of I need to know. Like, I'm not okay. Like I said, it feels like somebody's actions, their words, you know, is catching up to them. You know, so if they acted like they didn't care, if they let their ego get in the way, it's almost like, why did I do that? Why did I act that way? You know, it's almost like that. There could be a lot of, I'm going to say this word wrong, or maybe this is how someone is, they compartmentalize. I have such a hard time saying that word, compartmentalize. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. That's what they're doing. Or this is how they are. It's almost like something here has to be so structured, or they have to be the one that's in control, because maybe in their past situations or relationships, they never felt truly in control. So the minute they feel they have control in their life, someone comes along and it's like, I have to try to control this situation, because if I don't, then they're going to hurt me, or they're going to walk away, or it's almost like somebody here left a situation before it even got to that point. We have the Three of Cups energy here. Could be dealing with a water sign here, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. I don't know if somebody here has like tattoos. Somebody here may have like a shoulder tattoo, a back tattoo, like one of those back shoulder tattoos in that corner energy, if you know what I'm talking about. Somebody here may like the water or live by the water. Something about dolphins is significant. Maybe somebody swam with dolphins, or this is something that someone's going to do, like some sort of excursion or something like that. Someone here could be very gentle, very fun. I don't know if someone is younger than the other person, or somebody here has a very youthful energy. When I think about dolphins, I think they're very youthful. They're very playful-like, right? But they also are very loyal to their, I forgot what they call them. Are they like quads? They're not quads. Groups? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not a marine biologist in any kind of way, so I don't know. Maybe somebody here studies science, okay? Someone here may like to drink a lot. Maybe somebody here has been over drinking. Maybe you warned somebody about their drinking or their habits or addictions, okay? Maybe it was going to catch up to them in some kind of way, shape, or form. Someone here could be realizing that their actions or their ways of being is catching up to them. Maybe they drink their feelings or their emotions away, or this is what's like currently happening because someone can't get you off their mind, or they feel sorry, they feel bad. Okay, so it's like they're drowning in their thoughts. So they could be using substances or friends or people, places, or things to try to get over the thoughts, get over the ideas or the guilt, okay, of what they've done. Maybe somebody here was entertaining other people. Someone here could have had other people on hold waiting for them. Maybe they had just one main person that they were dealing with, and but still keeping their options open in some kind of way, shape, or form. Somebody here could be in regret about that, is also what I'm getting. Someone here just, I feel like, didn't take someone seriously, okay? It's like they did take someone seriously, but then they didn't. Something about a time clock could be significant. Something about someone's money, their finances, financial status, or stability could be significant here. I feel like for some of you maybe this person had other options or other people that they were entertaining in some kind of way, right? But at the same, or maybe there was like a group of friends, a group of people, but you were the only one that maybe ignored this person or didn't put up with their shit, or you put them in their place, or you told them about themselves. Maybe this person has just people within their environment that encourage their behaviors, and you weren't going to do that, right? In fact, you probably cared, you cared for this person. You cared about, what happened to them, or maybe you cared about the direction their life was going, or maybe you gave them some type of warning, collectives, is how I'm feeling. For others of you, I do feel like you could be coming together with a group of people. You could be getting to know individuals, or there are people who want to get to know you, who are around you, okay? You may be a very gentle person, or someone who has, you could be very soft-spoken, okay, as well. With this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there's someone here who stands out from the rest, right? And I feel like you don't associate, or you are not a part of a specific group, or you don't put a title on yourself or categorize yourself in some kind of way, shape, or form, like you're a league on your own. Okay, some of you could be alpha females, alpha males here, and it's very noticeable. Okay, people notice that energy, and they could gossip about it, or they could feel some type of way about you not wanting to be a part of their group or their clique, or maybe you associating with other people that they don't like. So in turn, they may feel like you are backstabbing them, betraying them, or it's almost like I feel like a possessive energy. Whether this is in a relationship, this could be work related, a family. It's almost like a possessive energy. Like, for instance, you have a family member. You could be very close to that family member, but other people within that family don't really talk to that person like that. So it's like during holidays or whenever you guys get together, it's like they expect you to be more on their side, or expect you to hang out with them more and leave that person to the side, or something like that could be significant. Some of you may have a major opportunity that's coming in here when it comes to work or money. You could be getting patronized in some kind of way, shape, or form. You could be creating something that is going to make you a significant amount of money. Okay, as well. There's something new that's coming into your life that I feel like is going to bring a lot of stability and abundance. Someone here may view you as very stable, as very abundant. You could be very creative as well. You keep an open mind, or you look at things through a different perspective, a different lens. Some of you, this could be networking, or someone wanting to someone wanting you to be a part of their team. They may feel like you are a great fit for their team in some kind of way, shape, or form. Yeah. I feel like some of you are no longer in this energy of struggle. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So some of you have dropped like burdens, or you're choosing to let something go, something that may feel challenging or difficult, or it's almost like you're in this energy of not dealing with anything that is difficult, or is going to bring baggage into your life, or is going to bring some sort of strife into your life. You may have dealt with that in a past cycle. Okay, so you may have closed something recently out where it was a bit challenging. You could have experiencing a lot of blockages or stagnation. And there could be this energy of wanting to start something new. I do feel for some of you, you have major opportunities that are beginning in your life. And it's going to be something or things that you're very passionate about, that you're falling in love with all over again, or newly falling in love with it, whether it's a person, whether it's hobbies. This could have to do with your career and your relationships. There's something that's thriving in your life, or it's about to thrive in your life. So if you were low on energy, or if you felt like you were low on money, if you felt like not stable in some kind of way, shape, or form, well, rest assured that you're going to have a major victory here. It's almost like the roadblocks are being removed. Anything that poses as a threat in your life, anything that poses as a challenge in your life, anything that tries to, project onto you in any kind of way, shape, or form, it's being removed. It's like there's no legs for it to stand on. Nothing has a foothold or a place in your life, because it's not what's meant for you, right? So you are going to see this. So if you feel like at any given point in your life, or you have run-ins in situations, or you feel like, the energy is just very funky, it's very heavy, rest assured that the divine is removing them. Your ancestors are removing those blockages immediately, because it has no place in this new cycle, in this new shift that you're in, or you're stepping into, because that is not what's aligned with you. That is not what's meant for you during this time. anything that is not meant for you has no place in your life. And for some of you, I feel like, you know, maybe you need to recite that to yourself. The spirit of fear has no place in my life. The spirit of poverty has no place in my life. The spirit of loneliness, depression, anxiety, the spirit of lack has no place in my life, you know. So just start speaking life into yourself. Start speaking in those terms that, you know, the spirit of oppression has no place in your life. You have been set free from those burdens, from those restrictions, from those limiting beliefs. Every time you start to feel like something is becoming challenging, or you can't deal with it, or you feel like it's like something that you really just can't stand it in your spirit to feel, rest assured that it's because Spirit is letting you know that something is in your energy that's not supposed to be there. And so that is calling for you to take action and start speaking into your life and start proclaiming victory in your life again, taking your power back, because some way, shape, or form there's some sort of spirit or entity that is trying to project their feelings or their emotions on your life in some kind of way, shape, or form. So, collective, just know that challenges, burdens have no place. With every no, there is going to come a great yes. And choose to live in that. Choose to honor that. Choose to accept that. That, hey, it's fine if you don't want to be my friend. It's fine that you don't like me. You have to just think in that mindset. I'm not for everybody. There's a reason why that is. Because your spirit could be repelling negative energies or entities that aren't supposed to be in your energetic field or not supposed to be a part of your life. And therefore, Spirit is going to remove those things. It's going to remove you from those situations. It's almost like you have become the victor. It's almost like out of a group of people, you are being hand selected. It's like weaving out the problem. That is what's going to be happening here. There's a reason why you are where you are right now. And Spirit may want you just to stay on your course. Don't steer away from that, because there is a reason why you are where you're at. And it's because it wasn't until you came along where there may have been things that were going on in relationships or in life or at work or wherever you are, wherever this is resonating, where there was a lot that was going on that was not supposed to be going on. And it's taking you to cause some sort of change or effect, because your energy is the change. You are the catalyst to blow things out of the water, or to make people see something for what it really is, or to bring awareness to situations, circumstances, people, relationships. Because you have no choice but to live or stand in your true authenticity. So Spirit wants you to stand your ground, okay? When it comes to a situation, don't allow people's ignorance, or don't allow people's, lack of integrity to steer you away from what's right. Especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships. If you experience a very challenging relationship, or just something felt very like you couldn't get on the same page with someone, or something just felt like there was always something getting in the way, that is being removed from your relationship. So some of you could be experiencing a reignited energy when it comes to your relationships, the passion, the fire, the chemistry within your relationships. It's almost like being in love like you've never been in love before. Experiencing that passion, that desire that you may have felt has been dry. Because everybody in relationships goes through a period of or a season of dryness. Things are not always, fire and desire, when it comes to partnerships and relationships, because if you're truly living life, you're always going to be evolving. And so that causes for, when one person is evolving or changing, that other person you're in a relationship in has to catch up to that energy. So there's going to be a bit of riffraff. There is going to be a bit of push and pull, or, issues with trying to get on the same page, or it may feel like things are challenging because the spirit, the energy is going to force you to be in alignment, one way, shape, or form. So when one partner is in alignment with their path, their destiny, you have to be able to catch up to that. Especially if you are in connections where you're supposed to be with that person, that it's divinely meant to be. It's not like it's going to be something that's going to be very it's going to be like abusive, or going through all that. I'm not talking about that. So if you're in one of those kind of relationships, I'm not encouraging that to stay in those relationships, or abusive relationships. I'm not encouraging you that to be in that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about for those who have been in long-term relationships, where generally you do get along with your partner, where generally you and your partner have an ebb and flow together, and you experience a bit of dryness within the connection, where the passion may dwindle down because one person feels like they're doing too much, or the other person is working too much, or it happens. Sometimes we just don't feel like it. Sometimes our libido, whatever the case may be, could be down. See what I'm saying? We have the Queen of Cups energy. People view you in this situation. That's what I'm saying. 7 of Wands to the Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands. Someone could be intentionally trying to provoke a situation here, and looking back to see if you're going to react, or looking back to see if you're going to say something, or if it's going to get back to them, or but I feel like with this 7 of Wands energy, you may not be, like I know I spoke about this yesterday in yesterday's reading, but it's almost like if people are intentionally trying to provoke you in some kind of way, or say things to see if, to try to test your loyalty in some kind of way, shape, or form, like you don't owe anybody anything. Vice versa, nobody owes you anything in this lifetime. That's why people get to do whatever the fuck they want. That's why people hurt you the way that they hurt you, because they feel like they don't owe you anything. Their loyalty is not to you, it's to themselves. And right? But for some of you, I feel like there is this energy of like, you may feel like something here is boring, or you feel like you have to put up with something for the meantime that maybe you don't want to put up with. Okay? Someone here may have a nice body, may be physically fit. Some of you are getting into physically going to the gym. You're taking care of your mind, your body, your spirit. You're not allowing anybody or anything to cause or shift your emotions in any kind of way, shape, or form. And as a matter of fact, I feel like if someone is in that, if they have intentions to steer something up within your emotions, I feel like you find it boring, or you're finding something boring. You're finding, it's like you're not even paying attention, or you don't even realize it, or whether you realize it or not, it's almost like you're not catching on to it, because that's not where your heart or your mind is, or where your intentions are. But other people may see that, or realize that's what's happening, or that's what's going on. Some of you, I feel like you are very loyal to yourself, or to your commitments, or you're very loyal to your beliefs, what you think is true, right? To your authenticity, because you are the Queen of Cups upright, or you're dealing with someone who is this way. Someone here may see you as a bit defensive, or a bit guarded here as well. Like you are protecting your love at all costs, or, There could be this energy of not really being expressive when it comes to your emotions or your feelings. Someone here, like I said in the beginning of this reading, someone here wants to know more about you, how you feel, what you think about them. But there could be this energy of not communicating or not letting down your guard or letting down your walls. For some of you, you may have blocked your number, or like I said, you could have blocked someone or someone blocked you. And so maybe you chose that or decided that, you know what, well, that's where I leave this situation, or that's where I leave this connection. So somebody here has been wondering about that. Someone is not in with the back and forth. 7 of Wands to the Queen of Cups. Like someone is not with the emotional back and forth. 1 minute, feeling passion. 1 minute feeling love. 1 minute you're in the clouds. The next minute you're blocking, you're ghosting something. Someone is just not in that space, in that mental space, in that heart space. Someone here definitely is someone who is very loyal. They're loyal to their person, their partner. Someone here could be in love with someone else. There could be people who really want to know, who you are, what you do for a living, or what you do outside of work, or what your life is like, what your family is like, what your partner looks like. There could be people who are trying to investigate. Maybe you're not posting. Maybe, you're new to a crowd, and so they're trying to do their research on you, but nothing's coming up. They can't find you anywhere. Someone here could definitely be awaiting a phone call, awaiting for someone to reach back out to them. Someone here may live at a distance, or there is some sort of physical distance that is taking place within someone's life. But I do feel, collective, that you are standing in a very strong position during this time, and a lot of people see that about you, and it is causing some sort of intimidation. It's causing some sort of form of intimidation within the people that you're encountering, or the people that you know, or within a partnership or relationship, or this could be someone that you're not in communication with. They feel intimidated, okay? They don't know how to approach you, what to say to get you to respond to them, or get you to, open up to them. And I feel like for some of you, you're not going to be opening up. You have shut that door, you have closed out that cycle, and you're on to bigger and better things that free your heart space, or allow you to be in a space of authenticity. This was your reading, collective. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, share me with your family and your friends, and I will talk to you guys soon.